Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. Thank you for stopping by. This story is written for advanced English learners. Ready? Let's get started. C1, C2 English Story. The Funfair. The anticipation had been building for weeks as the small town of Oakbridge eagerly awaited the arrival of the annual Funfair. Banners of vibrant colours adorned every lamppost, fluttering in the warm breeze that swept through the streets. Children gazed out of windows with sparkling eyes, imagining the excitement that was soon to unfold. Finally, the day arrived, bringing with it an air of excitement that was palpable. The sun beamed down from a cloudless sky, casting a golden hue over the fairground as it came to life. The scent of hot dogs wafted through the air, mingling with the sugary sweetness of candy floss. Laughter echoed as families and friends gathered, drawn to the whimsical music and flashing lights. Stalls lined the perimeter of the local playing field, manned by stallholders with friendly smiles and tempting treats. Bob's Burgers boasted the juiciest hot dogs, sizzling on the grill and served with a choice of tasty toppings. The queue snaked around the stall, filled with eager customers who couldn't resist the allure of the typical Funfair food. At the heart of the fair stood the candy floss stand. Fluffy clouds of spun sugar in hues of pink, blue, and lavender beckoned passers-by. Children clutched their sticks of candy floss with glee, their faces painted with sticky, sugary smiles. Even adults indulged in the nostalgic delight, the sweetness transporting them back to carefree days of childhood. But the pinnacle of the fair was the ghost train, a rickety wooden structure with a reputation for sending shivers down spines. The entrance was flanked by faux cobwebs and eerie lanterns, setting the tone for the spine-tingling adventure within. As darkness descended, brave souls gathered in anticipation of the ghostly journey. Nervous laughter mixed with excited chatter as groups of friends clambered into the rickety carriages. The operator, a creepy figure in a tattered cloak, grinned mischievously as he pulled the lever to set the train in motion. The clatter of wheels against rails was drowned out by heartbeats racing in anticipation. The ride was a whirlwind of eerie sights and spine-chilling sounds. Ghoulish apparitions appeared from the shadows, illuminated by flickering lanterns, and whispers seemed to echo in the narrow corridors of the train. Screams and laughter intertwined as passengers clung to each other, seeking comfort in shared fear. Emerging from the ghost train, faces were flushed with a mixture of relief and exhilaration. The experience had been spine-tingling, a memory to be recounted with excitement in the days to come. As the night wore on, the fairground transformed into a dazzling display of lights. The Ferris wheels soared into the sky, offering panoramic views of the town aglow with a warm, inviting light. Laughter echoed from the carousel as children rode on painted horses, caught in a whirl of colour and sound. Underneath the starlit sky, families lingered, savouring the last moments of the magical evening. The fair had brought the town together. Hot dogs and candy floss had been devoured, the ghost train conquered, and memories made. As the fair slowly wound down, promises were exchanged to return the following year. The lights began to dim, but the glow of the night would remain etched in the hearts of the locals. With a sense of contentment and a touch of nostalgia, they dispersed, carrying the spirit of the fair with them into the warm embrace of the night. Now, let's go through some of the advanced English vocabulary you have read in this English story. Anticipation. Anticipation is the feeling of excitement or expectation about something to come. For example, the children's faces were filled with anticipation as they waited for the fair to open. Carefree. Carefree describes a state of being without worry or stress. If you are carefree, you are often relaxed. For example, she spent a carefree day at the beach. Clung. Clung is the past tense of to cling, which means to hold on to something tightly. The child clung onto their mother's hand as they crossed the busy street. Dazzling. Dazzling refers to something that is very bright, impressive, or eye-catching. Often jewelry is dazzling. The fireworks display was truly dazzling, lighting up the night sky with a burst of colours. Grin. A grin is a wide smile, often showing amusement or happiness. He couldn't help but grin when he saw the surprise birthday cake. A grin is a big smile. To indulge. To indulge means to allow oneself to enjoy something pleasurable, often to excess, usually involving food. She decided to indulge in a piece of rich chocolate cake after dinner. To linger. To linger means to stay or remain in a place, often longer than expected. The aroma of freshly baked bread made him linger outside the bakery. Motion. Motion is movement or a gesture. For example, the dancer's graceful motions captivated the audience. Nostalgia. This is a sentimental feeling or longing for the past. It's a sense of fondness. We all have some nostalgia about something. For example, looking through old photographs filled her with nostalgia for her childhood. Palpable. Palpable describes something that is easily felt or sensed or perceived. The tension in the room was palpable as they waited for the final exam results. Panoramic. Panoramic refers to a wide and comprehensive view of an area. You often get panoramic views at the top of something. For example, the mountaintop offered a panoramic vista. A vista is a view. Passers-by. Passers-by are people who are walking past a particular place. For example, the street musician attracted the attention of passers-by with their melodic guitar playing. Adorned. This means to decorate or add beauty to something. For example, the Christmas tree was adorned with twinkling lights and ornaments. Allure. Allure is the power to attract or charm. The mystery of the old abandoned house held a certain allure for the curious children. This next word we've used in a few of our ghostly stories, apparitions. Apparitions are ghostly or supernatural appearances. For example, the old castle was rumoured to be haunted by the apparitions of its former inhabitants. Perimeter. The perimeter is a boundary or outer edge of an area. So in the story, we talk about the stalls were set up along the perimeter around the edge of the playing field and the fairground. To beckon. To beckon means to gesture or signal someone to come closer, to sort of try and get their attention. The aroma of freshly baked bread beckoned hungry customers. Pinnacle. The pinnacle is the highest point or peak of something. Winning the championship was the pinnacle of his athletic career. Soar. To soar. This verb means to rise high in the air, often with grace or speed. Birds soar in the sky. For example, the eagle spread its wings and soared above the mountains. Mingle. To mingle means to mix or blend together. People mingle at parties. For example, the laughter and chatter of guests mingled with the music at the party. We hope you enjoyed this lovely English story and the advanced English vocabulary explanations. Thank you for stopping by. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Get productive and check out our language learning productivity packs on Etsy. You can find the link in the description box below. Use code YouTube10 for 10% off. See you soon!